120 mil.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's talking about how he took down a fucking bobcat by himself.
All right, let's play the game.
All right. So, I mean, I think it's kind of common knowledge. I don't know about knowledge, but I think it's accepted that I don't know anybody who's disputing it anymore that I'm the most normal person
in the world.
Well, not in the world. I guess in our circle.
Okay, sure.
I would think that was accurate. I don't know if anybody's arguing that. Anybody's going to like contest it, right? Is there anybody going to say
nobody cares enough?
I think even the listeners would think that, right?
I don't know. Let's ask them.
But the game I came up with, it's called Are You Normal?
Okay.
And it's 3 scenarios ranging from the mundane to the insane.
Okay.
That really happened, and I want you to, each of you, to tell me what your response would be to these things.
Okay.
And we'll see how they lined up with a normal man's response.
Oh, okay.
3 scenarios. 1 just like absolutely nuts.
Okay.
Cuckoo. crazy shit. Things that you never think are ever going to happen to you in your life.
All right.
You dream about sometimes.
All right. Wake up with a piss boner.
So gave each. So there's 3 scenarios. Gave each one a title. First one is blowjob and a haircut.
Okay. Great.
So not shave.
So I get my haircut back when I was getting haircuts before the pandemic. At the mall, Supercuts, anywhere that's got no line. Anywhere that I look in, I'm like, okay, there's no one getting anything done. I can walk right in and get it done right now. And I went in to get a haircut at the mall, the local mall, right after the mall opened. So it's like 10:30, 10:15 in the morning. And I walked up to the lady and I was like, can I get a haircut? And she said, absolutely, go sit down and Jackie's going to come out and give you a haircut. Mm-hmm. She'll be right over. And I'm sitting there waiting. I'm on my phone. I'm not annoyed or anything, but like it's taking a while for this lady to come over. And then in the mirror, I see the bathroom door open, and this 90-year-old woman walks out. And she saddles over, and she's going to give me a haircut. 90 years old, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, is that being ageist to, be like, whoa, I thought I was going to get the 40-year-old that usually work at these places.
So, wait, you're asking me what I would do?
That's not the situation yet. That's just part of it.
So, I would assume she would have more experience.
Skills?
I'd be all right with it, yeah. She's been around the block. She cut Charlie Chaplin's hair. She knows, she knows what she's doing.
Trimmed his mustache for him.
So she comes over, and like, you know what? Would you have said anything, or would you let the 90-year-old come over?
Now, when you say 90, are you exaggerating, or is it
like an Ed Harris looking woman coming on over?
I mean, I thought she was there, like, she just asked to use the bathroom because she got off the.
I'm incontinent.
She got off the scat bus, Thought she was a mall walker with a group of other seniors.
Here's what I do, because I don't want to make her feel bad.
Right.
At least while I'm standing there.
I'm sitting there. So, I'm already in the chair.
So I pretend I get a call, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Can you hold on 1 minute? I leave. I just never come back.
You would do that because she's 90?
Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't want someone that old cut my hair. Right. I just feel like they're doddering. They wouldn't know what they were doing.
At least he's honest.
Yeah.
Okay. So far, you're lining up with what I did. I let her start to cut my hair.
Okay.
And then something happened while she's cutting it.
Do you want your dick sucked too? I blew Charlie Chaplin once. He had a piss boner.
Well, first off, I go there for, like, it's a sensory thing for me, a haircut. Mm-hmm. It's like, the sound, the feel, not so much the visuals, but sometimes the visuals, work out in your favor.
Yeah.
But not this time.
She's 40. She's dressing like she's 20.
She's 90, dressing like she's 80.
But, she's starting to do the conversation thing, starting to talk, and I'm like trying to make it real small talk so I can just at least enjoy the sensory, the sound, and the feel of getting a haircut. And then I noticed that best haircut maybe I've ever got in my life.
Oh.
We're looking really, really good. I'm really digging what she's doing. The skills that she's got are definitely paying the bills.
Wow.
And then she does something that I've never had happen while I've ever getting a haircut in my life. She's looking it over, looking at trying to even up the hair in the front, like my bangs. And she's having a hard time seeing, just like all of us at the table. Having a hard time seeing lately. And she attempts to get the stray hairs off my face by blowing into my face. She blew the hair off my face.
No.
I swear to God. She blew the hair off my face, and thank God she had a fucking Tic Tac in her mouth. I could smell it.
Oof.
But she blew the hair off my face.
Isn't that why they invented those little brushes?
Yeah, it's one of the main tools.
Wow.
Of the trade.
And I sat there, and what do, Q? After you realize she just blew in your face, blew all the hair off your face.
Okay, let me ask you something. One, she blows the once. Is she going for another puff? There will not be a second puff.
Well, actually, that's
I've
why.
suffered the first.
Yeah.
For anybody who was wondering why I called this one blowjob and a haircut, that's the blowjob part. Okay.
I wasn't wondering. It's a good one, though.
So what do you do, Q?
I would probably let that one go because what are you going to do? It's already done.
Okay. Let's stop there. Brian, what do you do?
She blows on my face.
Yeah.
I think I think the same as Q. I'd be like, what the fuck? Immediately, I'm like, I can't wait to tell those guys. But like him, I'd be like, please don't do that again.
You would tell her, don't do that again.
Yeah, like, don't
would you
blow
make an issue? Would you even not approach it, but would you even comment on the first blow?
No, I wouldn't. I mean, I guess I'm commenting by saying don't do it again. I guess that is kind of a comment on the first. But I've gotten to a point where, like, I just tell people shit. Like, I'm very straightforward because I don't want to fuck around. I don't want to be polite when people are doing fucked up shit or stuff like that. It's like, you should know better by now. You don't blow in someone's face. What's the matter with you?
This was pre-corona, too.
I don't give a fuck when it was.
I had no fears of, this was definitely like early February or January. I was not worried about corona. So you say you address it. You're not going to address it.
I don't address it. I just let it go the first time.
Okay, when she spins and does it to the back of my neck.
Then I'm like, then I would say something.
Really?
Yeah. I'd be like, could you just do me a favor and not blow on me? Like, is there a brush you can use?
Bri, you've already told her not to do it, and then she spins you around and she blows on your back of your neck again.
Oh, God. I'm like this. I'm like, I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have fucking sat here. I should have listened to my gut. I should have pretended I got a call.
Wow. Well, both you guys are abnormal.
Are we?
Yeah.
Because we didn't do what you did, was just sit there and take it.
I just didn't say a word. I didn't say a word either time. I just was like, she goes, are you happy? You look good. And I was like, it looks great. And I just got up and paid, and I gave her a tip, and I walked away.
And then you never went back, and you never would.
I would go back.
Right?
I would go back, and I went back another time to get her. But every time I looked in, I would walk by a couple times to see if she was in there, and she wasn't in there. So
She probably died.
so I never got my haircut from her ever again.
So
But
even though she's blowing in your face,
well, now I would tell her. Now I would be like, hey, post-corona. I mean, now we're in a corona age.
that's what it takes. I could die if you blow in my face. So could you please not do it?
Yeah, I didn't say a word though. I thought that was I don't want to embarrass her. I didn't want to make her feel bad. Old lady.
There's a way that you could put it on yourself, maybe. I don't know, but just be like, I have a weird thing. Could you not?
Yeah.
I
Like
don't
many
want
people,
strangers
I don't like
blowing.
strangers blowing in my mouth and shit.
Yeah.
It is bizarre that somebody would do that. Usually what they do, if they don't use the brush, they take the hairdryer. And they're like,
Yeah.
Not this lady. She was conserving energy.
It's like, in the 19th century, this is how we did it.
I mean, she was blowing. She was like the fucking wolf trying to blow out a little pig's house. I mean, she was blowing so hard in the back of my neck.
Oh,
She was
yeah?
stuck to the back of my neck.
She hadn't even cut it yet. She's just like,
She passed out.
she hyperventilate.
Just thump.
Sneak out without paying.
All right, so you guys 0 for 1, both of you guys. You're both abnormal.
Shit, all right.
That's all right.
So there's still a chance with these last two to
Turn it around.
turn it around. All right. The next one is called Hot Toys.
Okay.
One day, I came to work and got a phone call. Another line. It was a gentleman who claimed to be a police officer from a nearby town, alerting me that I had stolen goods in the store. All hot toys, and the hot toys are a certain brand of toys. That's why hot toys.
Guy.
Stolen hot toys. I thought that was clever.
You got to explain it to tell the.
The hot toys make these really high-end toys. Usually Marvel or DC movies.
I have some hot toys.
They're like $300 a pop. High-end shit. And when they go out of print, they go up to $500, $600 a piece.
They're very nice.
Yeah. Really, really well done. I mean, you can see why they charge so much for them.
Yeah, I got the DeLorean they did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, that was like a $500 piece, right?
Yeah.
That was a big money. But I got a call from a guy who was claiming to be a detective from a town that was about, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 minutes down the road, saying that I had in my possession on my store's eBay page what he believes to be stolen merchandise, and that these items were reported stolen.
From whom?
From a guy who filed a police report saying that these items were stolen from my house. And then this guy went around looking on eBay and looking to see, he did a little detective work, and I guess he thought that there's too many things that I had in my collection that are on this guy's collection, that are on this guy's store page.
So he says factually that shit's stolen. Not like I need to come in and take a look, or here's what happened. Can I ask you some questions?
Yeah, no, not even ask me questions. He says you have stolen merchandise on your store's page.
Okay.
Sounds like a desperate collector. Like I'm coming to
it's
get
a
it.
police officer.
That's what he said. How the fuck do you know if he's really a cop?
Yeah, my first thing would be like, this isn't a cop.
Yeah, I would think I'm being pranked.
You guys sound a bit more normal by the second. That's what I said. I go, well, how do I know this is a police officer?
Yeah.
And there's like dead silence. He goes, I'm a police officer. And he says his badge, and he goes, like, he's so annoyed at me at this point now. And he's so gruff, and he's like, tomorrow I'm going to come down there, and I'm going to confiscate the toys, and I'm going to give you a receipt, and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, whoa. I go, well, I need some explanation here. I'm like, I know you fucking got to go solve the fucking Lindbergh baby.
You said that?
No, I didn't say that. No, but I know you got other fucking trying cases there, but you're just like making me expect you to believe that this is real. Like, how do we know? And he went into it, and he really got off the phone really quick. It was like, I'll be there tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll go over it. Just confiscate these. He gave me the names of all the toys that were on my eBay page.
Do you know where the toys came from?
Yeah, I know. About 2 months ago, some dude came in and sold me a fucking massive amount of hot toys.
So it might be the stolen toys.
They're definitely the stolen toys. Oh! If the toys are stolen. If the toys are stolen. And it's not a scam.
Right.
That maybe, this is what I'm thinking.
I didn't see that coming.
Me neither.
Some fucking dude walked in off the street months prior and was like, had all these hot toys selling out at the back of his car.
Hot toys.
Hot toys. That's why I called it hot toys.
Yeah.
And I didn't know they were hot. He didn't tell me they were hot. He was just like, I'm selling my collection.
Oh, incidentally, if a cop calls looking for these, it's because they're stolen.
Yeah, so I make this big purchase, spend over $1,000 on hot toys.
Oh, shit.
And start to list them on eBay, and then I get a call 2 months later that they're stolen. What do you do? They're still, this is just the first stage. So what do you do now, just hearing that stage of the scenario?
So as he's off the phone, he's coming tomorrow?
Yeah, what do you do?
In my heart of hearts, I feel he's not on the level.
Well, I mean, the caller ID, I look at it, it says, oh, fuck, it's coming from a police department. But they can fake that, though.
I might. Well, look, the least you could do, the least that happens is he comes in and he shows his badge and he's a cop.
Right.
Two things immediately come to mind. I would either call the local precinct and be like, hey, I got this guy coming that sounds shady to me. Mm-hmm. Let them investigate it.
Crazy. You're normal.
Yeah?
Yeah. You're you haven't heard the rest of it, but that's what I did. I went down to my local police station.
Right.
And I was like, I'm going to file a charge against this cop for fucking harassing me on the phone, or this supposed cop.
Sure.
If he's not a cop, I want to see if I can do something to him now for trying to scam me out of my hot toys.
Right.
My stolen hot toys that are rightfully mine now.
It turns out it was I had he called that precinct, talked to the cop, and it turned out to be accurate. There was a case of stolen hot toys.
Oh wow!
But then I get back to the store, and the owner calls the store.
The owner of the toys.
The owner of the toys. Uh-huh. The owner of the toys saying that he was looking around. He saw that I had so many of the toys that he had. He figured, they had to be your toys. And he goes, now I looked at what some of the other things that you sold.